Hi friends, welcome back. How are you doing? President Muhammadu Buhari on Thursday in Pretoria, South Africa said authorities should be more proactive in detecting early signals of violence between competitors, while migrants and companies should adhere to the local laws of host countries. Now, one would be wondering, what is Buhari doing in South Africa? You know the spate of violence in South Africa, how they targeted other African countries, particularly Nigerians. If Nigeria prides itself as giant of Africa, I expected the president to act in that line. But unfortunately, this is not a president that listens. The president's wife has spoken. She has been outspoken over a lot of issues in Nigeria, and she doesn't like the way Nigeria has been run. And aside that, she also said this is not what you said before you were made before this position was made available to you. And she felt that there are better ways things could be done, but unfortunately she wasn't listened to, and she had to get out of Nigeria. She went to the United Kingdom all the way from Saudi Arabia, and she went there to relax. And a lot of people say she escaped out of Aso Rock because of the man Jubril, but then we know what it is. It is because of the issues, the way Nigeria has been run by this present administration. And she realized her husband is not saying anything productive. Well, she has been cornered into the room and the kitchen. That is what her husband said anyway. Malam Gabar Shehu, the president's spokesperson, in a statement in Abuja on Thursday, said the Nigerian leader stated this when he responded to questions during a news conference at the Union Building alongside his host, President Cyril Ramaphosa. He called for more tolerance, vigilance, and heightened security to ensure safety of citizens, noting competition heralded by globalization, especially with ease in migration, will only get more intense for businesses. Police must be on alert to not to allow violence to escalate, he said. President Buhari said the business world has turned out more dynamic over the years, with foreigners competing with locals in businesses that were initially considered low. He said the panacea would only be for security agencies to show more interest in market operations, players, and likely areas of tension. The president likened the situation of Nigerians in South Africa to Ghana, where competition at the low levels of the economy breeds intense competition, noting that it would keep growing with the population explosion. He told Nigerians living in various parts of the world, especially in South Africa, to adhere to the laws of that country they reside and ensure compliance with market laws. Like it is said, when you are in Rome, behave like the Romans. Always be law abiding, he said. Earlier in his remark, the president condemned attacks on Nigerians and the burning of their properties in South Africa, describing it as unacceptable. He also assured the South African government that their citizens and businesses in Nigeria would always be protected from harm. He also condemned the reprisal attacks in Nigeria. He said, in my discussions with the President Ramaphosa and the Bi-National Commission meeting, we reviewed wide range of issues at national, regional, continental, and global levels. He added, he said some of the issues were on trade, investment, mining, security, police affairs, and environment. Our two countries have also agreed to unequivocally address the challenges in our relations, including the recent people-to-people challenges that saw attacks against foreign nationals, including Nigerians, and their properties, which we strongly condemn, he disclosed. Now, I don't know what the federal government wants to actually do to help this. I mean, these properties have been destroyed. I wouldn't know if they are actually insured. That's the reason why businesses need to be insured. You see, you have to insure yourself against fire, theft, and stuff like this. Maybe the countries, the South African insurance company would have been the person bringing out money to pay for this. So if you are a resident in South Africa, you're from any part of the world, and you're not a South African, even if you're a South African, it will benefit you anyway. If you are a Nigerian or from any other part of the world, make sure that you seek for that I've just said. Ensure your businesses against this type of attack: fire, robbery, theft, and whatever it is. Don't say, no, I don't want to do this, let me keep my money to myself. You see, you would have made a lot of money now. In his remarks, President Ramaphosa said the attacks on foreigners in South Africa, including Nigerians, were regrettable, assuring that his government would work hard to see an end to such attacks. And I hope it does, because it will be seen that they are the one that are actually involved in promoting these violent attacks. They're trying to shift focus on themselves, on their corruption. Yes, that's what they are doing, and they are making sure that they put this on foreigners. The woman that you see right there in front of you, she said very insightful word. Even the president and one minister of police affairs, he said terrible words. He's a demagogue. A kind of words to just make people feel kind of make them feel more better, or rather to kind of raise up violence and anger in them. That is what this man said. He equally condemned reprisal attacks in Nigeria. According to him, President Buhari is the first president to embark on a state visit in South Africa since they came into power. He said, "We will work together to promote cohesion and best values. What happened did not reflect our values. We both condemn the attacks and the reprisals in stronger terms. We will set up mechanism for early signals," he said. Ramaphosa said his country would also create a more enabling environment for Nigerian businesses to thrive in South Africa, acknowledging that more South African companies operate in Nigeria. He, however, observed that Nigerians were mostly in small and medium-scale sectors in his country. And now he has said the truth. Now, I want a lot of people to record this and keep this statement. He said Nigerians are involved in small and medium-scale businesses in their country. Then the question is how is it possible for Nigerians to take the businesses of a South African if they created the business themselves? Although they claim that Nigerians and some people are involved in some kind of crime in that country, well, that is not well proven anyway, because it takes two to tangle, meaning for Nigerians to be involved, or any other nationals to be involved in certain kind of crimes, it means that their people will also be godfather. That is how it works in the world of crime. So it went for that to say we have large corporations operating in Nigeria, like MTN, they have all of this, while you have small and medium enterprises from Nigeria here in South Africa. He promised to deepen the reforms in his country to open the space for more Nigerian businesses to address the imbalance. The rule of law must be obeyed by all citizens. South Africans, Nigerians in South Africa must obey the rule of law, while South Africans in Nigeria must obey the rule of law. Nigerian Minister of Foreign Affairs Geoffrey Onyema and South African Minister of International Relations and Cooperation Dr. Naledi Pandor signed agreements on the minutes of the 9th session of the Binational Commission, and I hope they respect and obey all of this, because there is this internal hatred. I don't know where, it doesn't matter how educated they are, there's this internal hatred in an average South African. They feel that they are better than other African countries, whilst they are being oppressed by the Caucasians that are in their land, and they feel there is something special about them. Well, I think the Caucasians, they have found a way to develop certain parts of their country. If not for that, I don't think they will be able to even develop their country to the point that it is at the moment. As you can see, it's so much in a decay. If you're a South African and you think your economy is great, you think your economy is viable, and you think that your government is acting correctly, let us know in the comment section below. And while you're at that, may I remind you to kindly tap on that subscription button if you have not done so. Tap on it, and also the red notification icon bell. It's very important. Tap on it so you will be notified whenever new videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.